Let's talk about the switch statement. So switch is a good alternative for the if-else ladder as compared to the if-else when we write a big list of sequence with if-else. In switch, expression is getting evaluated and it is getting checked against different cases. And whenever any cases match, accordingly the statements will get executed and it just wait for the break statement to get out of the switch block. So let's see how this works with few examples. In this example, we are going to build a switch here just to compare a month index here so that we can show a particular month name. So for example here, I'll just say month index and I'll make use of the date and here I'll say get month. So this is an interesting here. What exactly this get month? We know what exactly the new date. So new date is simply creating a new date, which is the current date time. And out of that, I want to get the current month. But it is not just a month, it's a month index. Why? Because for January, it gives you 0. For February, it gives you 1. It will not give you 1 for January, 2 for February because it works on indexes. So starting from 0, ending at 11. So 11 stands for December here in this case. So let's console. So currently the recording I'm doing, this is a month of October. So we should get 9 here because October stands for 10, but the index should be 9. So this is how it works. So what we will do, we'll just create a quick switch statement here. So in this switch statement here, you can just use a shortcut given by VS Code, just the switch statement here, or you can write it manually. So for now, the first time I'll write it manually here. Here I need to give the expression that need to be resolved. So I'll directly mention my variable month index. That's good. And I need to start the curly brackets and the closing curly brackets. So here I'll start giving the cases. So what will be the first case? What will be the second case? What will be the third? And if anything doesn't matching, what should be the default case, which is much similar to the else part of your if else ladder. So the first condition I'll start with 0. So with this 0 here, I'll say this is Jan. Secondly, for case 1, I'll say this is Feb. Let's apply the prettier. So this is how it works. This is our first case, this is our second case, and we'll keep going and doing the next one. I'll just add one more here, and at the end, I'll just add for 11, that is December. So we can also, of course, add in between many more, but for now, I'll just keep it shorter. Okay, so we are having 4 different cases in our switch block, and let's say currently we are having an October. So we also need to write some cases for October here. Let me just do that. So this will be for November. That will become 10 here. This will become 9 for October. This will become 8 for September. That's good. Let's see the outcome. So we are getting the first October here. That's good. But something unexpected is happening with November and the December onwards. So let's see on the line number 15. So we are able to execute the line number 15. It means this October. So the case 9 starting from here. So when we are mentioning the index 9, it is first comparing with 0, no match found, again here, then it came here, again here. So when we are comparing 9, the match found, so it's successfully executing the case 9 here. Whenever a successful case is getting executed, thereafter, no other conditions are checked. Directly, the blocks will get executed. All the statements, all the cases will get executed wherever the first case is matching. That's what the problem with the switch case. So it doesn't matter here, it's a 10 or 11. It is directly getting executed. That's what the problem. And to resolve that, we have something, a break statement. So if I just add a break statement here, so what will happen? Whenever this condition 9 is matching, that's good. Okay, no problem. So the statements are getting executed. And after, instead of jumping to the next block execution without comparing all these things, conditions, it is breaking your statement here itself. And that's what the magic comes with the break. So we need to add this break compulsorily in all the cases. For now, I'll just keep the break inside the October because our condition matching October only. So with this, we should only able to execute the case October here. That's perfect. So it's working fine. It is getting break after that. The same things we need to also add in all the places whenever we are writing a switch case and even at other places like this. So this is how the normal switch works, and we need to add a break statement to get out of the switch statement and to reduce the execution of further cases which are not matching with our condition. There is an interesting keyword over here that is called as default. Let's say in this case, we are starting from 0 and then we are ending at 11. So there is no month we should go beyond 11 here. But let's say by mistake, the number is coming in condition above 11 or maybe below 0. So which is an invalid month we have to mention. But right now, if you see, we don't have any mechanism to do that. So to have that mechanism, we can add at the end the default statement. So the default statement will not have any condition. So generally we have a condition here like this, and then we can write our statements, but here we will not have any condition. We just need to remove this and we just need to add a single colon. And here we need to specify our statements. Right now I'll say invalid month like this. And let's say try to give, so I cannot generate an invalid month out of this statement. So what I will do, I will just overwrite this information here with some dummy value. So this is 15, which is not matching any condition. So we should be able to call the invalid month the default block, of course. And even if I just give any negative value, which is not correct, we should also able to execute that. That's perfect. So this is how the default keyword works in JavaScript. Let's see an example where if we remove the breaks, how it will be helpful. So it might be needed in some cases to do that. So what could be that case? For example, let me just remove this break. Here I'll mention March is coming soon. Then here also I'll remove the breaks. Even I'll remove the cases here. September I'll remove, and October, November also I'll remove. Okay, this I'll keep. I'll say December is coming soon. Okay, so here if you see, we are not adding a break statement in this case. So what will happen, even if I'm giving the January month here, so there is nothing to execute here, and due to the absence of the break statement, it will also execute the next block. Again, there is nothing, and due to the absence of the break statement, it is executing the next case here, and we're able to see the March is coming soon when there is a January. And here there is a break statement, so no further execution will happen. Let's try to give a January month here by 0. So we should get March is coming soon because January, February, March, like that. Yes, March is coming soon. And as soon as I keep second, the March, it will remain same. Even if I give February with 1, will give the same. But as soon as I start giving April here or maybe something, the September here, I should able to get December is coming soon. So you can see this is the 8-1 September. Again, it will keep going. And here we're able to see December is coming soon and the break statement is getting executed. So this is how without break switch can be helpful to write some custom logic, but not always. Let's have an example in which a switch statement case can have an expression or maybe the function call. So let's see how this works with an example. So in this case here, I want to just display it's an even number or an odd number. And for that, I have two functions. So my first function says that is even, for example. And here I'll take number as a parameter and I'll return if number is even. So this is just returning a true false. Let me just do for is odd as well. And the is odd will return again a true false statement here to just confirm it's an odd number or not. And now I will be having my number here. That's good. I'll write a switch case. The key will be always a true because here in the case, I need to write an expression where I'm going to call a function that will result into some true and false. Let's try to do it. For example, is even. Okay. And I'll pass the n number here. So what exactly is happening here? So is even function will get called. This will return true and false, and this expression will resolve into true. I'm giving a true value. This is a true. So both will be matching. So first statement or the first case will getting executing here. Let me write in a more detail here to better understand it. Even number. Let me just write the second one. Odd. Okay, I don't need the default case statement now. So when I'm writing a direct true here, what it mean? Generally, whenever we are writing a switch case, it just mean that we need to compare the value, the strict comparison between the given value and the value present at case. This is what happens. So here also the same thing is happening. Firstly, I'm passing a number 4. That's good, no problem. So I'm saying that I need to compare the true with the case condition here. So, okay, but here the condition is an expression. So firstly, I need to resolve that. So is even number 4. It will go here, it will say true, it will return true here. So I'll be getting the expression result called true. So I'm matching with the value given over here with my condition. So the first block is getting executed and I'm getting a break statement. That's good. Let's say I'm having an odd number with me. So when I'm having an odd number, so firstly it is coming up here, so it will say false. So when it is coming with false, I'm not able to match my case. Okay, so let's check with the second case here. So this will say if it's an odd number, it will say true. Yes, it's an odd number. And now the given value and the condition value both are matching and this block will get executed. So this is one more variation, the switch will be used in which we write some expression, maybe the function call in the case condition.